You imagine cracking this thing open and hurting the card? I mean, that would be... Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. I thought for a Friday, we would have some fun. I originally was going to call it a Fancy Friday with some wine, but I figured Fun Friday made more sense. So what we're going to do today is we're going to open some packs. We are going to crack open some slabs, and we are going to put together our next submission for PSA. I feel like YouTube lately has been a lot of the same stuff over and over and over again, rinse and repeat. Is this the market correction? Is everything crashing? Everything's going to zero. We're cooked. It's the same thing over and over and over. It's exhausting. It's not fun anymore. I want to get back to what this hobby was a year ago, a couple of years ago, back when I got back into it, because it just feels not commercialized. It just feels lazy now. It's the easiest thing people can do. It's not even real content anymore. It's just boring. So today we're going to have some fun. Like I said, we're going to open some packs. We're going to look at some PSA submission prep, and I've got a couple old graded cards that I want to break open with you. I'm going to show you what they look like. We're going to look at the grades, and then we're going to talk about what I think they can get and why I'm breaking them open. So let's get into it. Let's start with breaking open the slabs, because it's the hardest part of what we're doing tonight. It's the scariest, and probably why we need a little bit of wine. So cheers. It's probably not the best idea to be doing this drinking, but oh well. So let's make some room. Our packs up here. We'll put our submission up there. We're going to pull out our tools. We talked about these. It might have been my first YouTube video. The essentials for breaking slabs open and not damaging your cards. Wire cutters. There's other tools. This is what I like. A flathead screwdriver and a washcloth. I'll show you why we need the washcloth. If you haven't watched that video, I'm not just saying it because it's my video. I think it was actually pretty good. Valuable. If you want to do this, go watch that video first. So we've got Misty's Gold Duck PSA 7. A tag team card from 2019 in Japanese, Guard Chomping Giratina. This came back at 9. I think this is an easy 10. We'll look at that. Moltres Zapdos Articuno GX from Hidden Fates. I'm on the fence. This one may not get a 10, but it sure as hell ain't an 8. And honestly, I think it would sell for more raw than it would in an 8. So we may break this out and not regrade it. We'll just sell it raw. And then this one's a little near and dear to my heart. This is a first edition Heracross from Neo Genesis. Let's start with this one. You're not going to be able to see as clearly as I can, but it's super clean. Very, very clean. Centering's okay. In no world would this centering get a 10. 9 at best, but there's no whitening. There's no creases. The only issue I've found with this card is some print lines on the surface and some holographic scratching. I've seen videos on YouTube where people can repair that. I'm not sure I'm ready to mess with that. All I'm going to do is break it out of here and resubmit it. I want to say he can get a 9. I think realistically it's more of an 8, and the premium from 7 to 8 justifies the cost of regrading. So we're going to do it. We're going to do that one last because I think that one's the most important. The rest of these are so-so. Misty's Gold Duck, again, very clean, good centering. Nice little swirl right there in the middle next to his head. You can see that. The back is super clean too. I don't see any whitening. I don't know. 7 just seems really harsh. I'm thinking this can get a 9. So let's get into it. The washcloth here is to just stop the plastic shrapnel from flying all over the place. So I'm going to line up. If you've already watched my other video, I'm sorry if this is repetitive. You're going to cut off the corners, then you're going to pry it open with the screwdriver. Line it up with the corner. That's about as much as you want to take right there. Let me try to get this on the camera for you. Right there. That's all you need. Line it up. Cover it. Squeeze it. You're going to hear it. Okay. And there you go. It's that simple. Right? We're going to do that in the other corner as well. Line it up. I'd say about a 1/2 inch in. Wrap it so you don't make a mess. Squeeze. There you have it. Easy. This is the tricky part. Take your flathead screwdriver. You need a drink for this. Calm the nerves. Okay. And some shitty wine. We're going to go in from, let's go in from the back. Right here. Looks like we've got a nice little ledge here. Carefully. I've damaged cards doing this because I slipped and the screwdriver went into the card and scraped the surface of the card. So you don't want to push really hard when you're doing this. We're just going to twist it now, back and forth. And you can see it starting to separate right here. You can see it about halfway down. It's already separated. That's probably enough. Now we're going to transition to the front. We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to twist, and pry it up a little bit. Now we've got it pretty well free on the top half. Now we can gently pry it, and it should pop loose. There you have it. Easy. If you take your time, it's not hard, but it's easy to mess it up. So usually just put a little finger on the back, transfer it over. Let's take a better look at this thing in the light. Like I said, very clean. I don't see any dents. I see a couple hollow scratches, maybe, up by the swirl. Okay. I don't know. Maybe this gets a 9. We're going to go through this. I'm going to double check these after the stream, but I think this one's got potential for a 9. And the difference in price from PSA 7 to PSA 9, it's worth regrading for sure. Good start. Okay. Let's clean up our mess a little bit. I always save my labels. Always. And I do that because in 6 months or 3 months or however long it takes me to get that card back, I'm going to forget what it was. I can go back in to my bag of old labels and be like, oh yeah, this was a 7, came back a 9, good job. Or if it comes back a 6, well, lesson learned, idiot. You should have kept it the way it was. So far, I've only improved. But if I don't have this label, it's going to be really easy for me to forget what it was. So save these if you do this. They don't take up a lot of space. I've got, you can't see it on screen here. This right here, you can't see the bottom 2/3 of it. This is my workstation. This is where my tools are. This is where I save all the paperwork. This is where those old labels go in this box right here. Do something like this. Organize yourself. It's not hard to do, and it makes your life a lot easier when you're getting into grading and things like that. Okay. Second card. Same thing. Line up in the corner. We're going to go a little bit faster on this one. Cover it. Snap. Corner. Cover it. Snap. Okay, good. This didn't break. This is a good thing for me to show you all. Didn't come off cleanly. So what we're going to do now is we're going to attack this from the other side where it's still connected. You want to line it up where it's already cracked. That way it'll break clean when you apply a little bit of pressure. It shouldn't take much because it's already kind of broken. Came off very easy. Half the pressure that time. And there you go. You can see the corners are exposed. We'll line up our screwdriver. Do a little bit of twist. Top is free. All right, the sides. We'll pull it the rest of the way. Gently. Done. Save our label. Remove the card. I like doing 2 fingers on top. And then you gently lay it down. This one, a little off center, maybe. Other than that, it's super clean. I don't see any scratches. I don't see any whitening. I see no reason why this should be a 9. I think this should be an easy 10. Not a super valuable card, but I think the artwork's really cool. I love the 2 Pokemon. I would love having this in the 10 on display. I think it would look good. Anybody would. So, easy regrade for me. Clean up the mess. All right, 2 more. Same process. Now, it's good to watch multiple attempts at this because sometimes the breaks are different. Sometimes things go wrong. I wonder if I could replicate a problem. I don't really want to damage this card. Maybe in a future video, I'll find a card I don't really care about and we'll break it open poorly. You can see what happens when this goes wrong because it's scary. You imagine cracking this thing open and hurting the card. I mean, that would be, here's a thumbnail for you right there. Terrifying, right? No, thank you. So this is not about speed when you're doing this. It's about having the right tools, taking your time, be patient, breathe, and don't forget your wine. And if you're not old enough to drink, have like a seltzer, something carbonated. That'll help. Okay, so let's look at this. This corner is ugly. It did not break clean. We got a big chunk left on this side. It broke off on the front over here. So that's going to be where we go in. Gives us a nice opening. So let's try that. It's tight though. It's not a very big hole. So let's give up on that. We can't get in easy. We don't want to damage anything. Let's try the other side. All right, we're in. A skinny flathead screwdriver works best here because you need to be able to get into that little crack on the corner. It's not going to be a big opening. Okay. Card slid, but I think it slid safely. It didn't hit anything. Let's check it out. Very clean card. Off center. It's real heavy on the right or real skinny on the left. Other than that, very clean card. I think it's an easy 9, but I don't know that we're going to want to regrade this one. I think this might just be in the collection as a raw for a while, maybe forever. Okay. Last one. Save your label. Clean up your mess. Okay. Hair cross. I'm excited for this one. I'm very curious to see what this one comes back as. So, fingers crossed. Hopefully this isn't a mistake. Corner. Corner. Try. Carefully. The top's fighting me a little bit. You don't want to force it. Keep in mind when you're doing this, plastic can be sharp. You can cut yourself on plastic. So Be mindful of that. You don't want to stab yourself with a screwdriver. You don't want to catch yourself on a piece of broken plastic and slice your finger open. I don't know that I'd want to do this wearing gloves, but be careful. You need the dexterity. The gloves would mess you up. Okay. Carefully take this one out. Okay. Inspect. Clean. Good looking hollow. Big print line right in the middle. Horizontally. I don't know if you can see it. It's huge. But I don't know if that warrants a 7, honestly. Especially if everything else is really clean. Yeah, really clean. I don't know. This one confuses me. But it's going to be a fun experiment, if nothing else. Okay, so that was our 4 slab cracks for our PSA submission. We'll see how they do when we get those back. Let's make sure we clean up our area. You don't want any little pieces of plastic lying around that are going to scratch some other cards. So make sure you brush that off. Honestly, normally I would be breaking in a different location. I got a workbench in the other room. I'd probably be doing it on that because this is where we're going to be opening packs, and this is where we're going to be self-grading cards. This is going to be a clean space. Don't break your slabs where you're going to be opening packs like I just did. Had to for the video, but best practice, don't do it. Okay. Fun Friday continues. We are going to look at what we have so far ready to go to PSA. I've got one with them right now, currently being graded. I want to send another one next week. I think I have enough. Let's look at what I've got. I've got a decent haul here, and we're going to open some more packs and maybe get 1 or 2 more to put in the pile. We've got Pikachu from Crown Zenith, 2 of them. I got these right before the spike, a decent price. I think I paid like $17 each. And in a PSA 10, they're going for well over 100, maybe even 200 at this point. Sandaconda, this is a GameStop promo. I'm on the fence with this one. I don't know that there's any value here. I got to look at what the pop report is, but it's clean and it is a GameStop promo. And there's a lot of hype around promos right now. So it might be a good play. I'm going to try it. Mr. Mime. So there's a couple cards in here from the TCG Classic. That big briefcase looking thing. I'll put it up on the screen. It's like a $250 box now, but it came with 3 pre-built decks. There's the Charizard one, the Blastoise one, and the Venusaur one, and there's a bunch of other holographics in there that I've opened, and I think some of them are 10 worthy, so we're going to send them in. They're not super expensive cards, but maybe someday they will be, so let's try it. We've got the Mr. Mime from that box. We've got the Articuno from that box. We've got the Scyther from that box. All very clean. We've got the Snorlax from that box. Starmie. I love that one. Cool artwork. Staryu. We're going to do these in order too, so if they grade 10s, they'll be sequential. Drowsy. Sandslash. All hollow, by the way. Okay, so that was it for that box. Couple other clean. I don't even know what sets they're from. I've had these for a while. Again, not anything super valuable or special, but 10 contenders, which is kind of what I'm going for. Mew EX, Chien-Pao EX, newer Pokemon, one of the cooler ones, I think. Friends and Sinnoh, Dendra, Slowking EX, Egg Incubator. This one might be stupid to send to PSA, but it's a gold card. I like the gold. They're not easy to pull. This one looks a little off center. I may not send this one in. Other than that, though, it's very clean. We'll see. Arbok EX, Rayquaza VMAX. Okay, so these 2 cards are from MetaZoo Torrential Tides. I know this is not a MetaZoo channel, but hear me out. Pokemon's really expensive and really hard to get right now. Metazoo's cheap and it's brand new and the artwork is kick ass. And look at this. Look what this card is selling for on eBay right now. $425, $299, $650, $499 out of a $65 booster box. Are you kidding me? So, yeah, the focus here is Pokemon, but if you want to open something that looks good, that's fun to open, that has some value, Metazoo. Definitely. Metazoo. Try it out. This is from the second set. The third set's coming out next month. Check this out. Third set. Secret Shadows comes out, I think, in November. It's still under $100, well under MSRP. And it's got like Team Rocket vibes. Right? Just in time for Halloween. Look at some of the artwork here. Again, not Pokemon. But if you want something to open and something to grade, artwork's awesome. The value's there. And they're cool looking. They're well made, they're good quality. I'm not shilling Metazoo. I'm not invested in Metazoo. I've got like 5 boxes. But I like opening packs with my family. And I don't know, it's fun to open. And it's a hell of a lot cheaper than opening Pokemon right now, believe me. So try. Okay. So, final part of Fun Friday as we cheers to our last clink, our last activity today. We're going to open some packs. We've got Prismatic Evolutions and we've got some Torrential Tides. If you don't like Metazoo, shut up and watch me open a couple. And if you still don't like it, fine. But we're going to splash in some Pokemon in between. So even if Metazoo's not your thing, you get something. All right. We're going to start with the Metazoo pack. Again, other than that Loch Ness Monster I just showed you, I don't really know what we're going for here. Other than you can kind of tell when something's valuable. The artwork is different. Full art, special holographic. There's things to look for. So that's what we're looking for. Chain Lightning. Air in a bottle. Calopode. Okay. Cyclops. Water Elusive. Headless Coal Miner. Boathound. Fisticuffs Only. Oceanic Cleanup Vessel. And Garuda. Why do I know that name? Oh, that's not even our pull. See, there's... Okay, hold on. Time out. Is this a rare? It is. So there's a little star on the bottom left. This is a rare. And we also got a 2-star. So I think the way it works is 1 star is like a basic rare. 2 stars like the next level up. 3 stars is the next level above that. And then 1 big star is like a secret, hidden rare, legendary rare, whatever they call it. So that's kind of what we're looking for. But look at this. This is like probably not even a valuable card. It looks freaking awesome. I love that. And that was fun. Well, I enjoyed it. Shit. I'll grade it. Maybe it's worth something. We need some sleeves. I just dropped all over the floor. Yeah, that's good for card quality. Floor sleeves. Brought to you by Golden Boy Troy. Don't scratch the card, dummy. Let's leave it. I need a bigger desk. I'm running out of room over here. Garuda. Okay. For you Pokemon fans, you know what we're looking for here. We want the God Pack. I would settle for an Umbreon. I don't want to be greedy. Right? Okay. No card tricks. We're just getting right into it. Stressful. Okay. Badoo. Let's see if we can focus this thing up a little bit. Okay. Pupitar. Eevee. Execute. Bug catching set. Heatran. Crispin. Duskull. Good for Halloween. Sylveon. Nice card. Ogie Dogie. And a basic holographic water energy. Okay. Not our best pack. Back to Torrential Tides. Just because, why not? I think it works out to like less than $3 a pack, which I don't mind opening that. You get to like Mega Evolutions or Prismatic, you're looking at over $7 a pack. That stings a little, especially if the hits aren't coming. Eat your veggies. That's a good one. Sewer Alligator. Fewfillet. Mountain Boomer. You're a boomer. Storm Kelpie. Cool horse. Himalayan Mountains. Okay. Patsu. I like that. Kind of looks like Rayquaza, no? That's a good one. Beast of Busco. Minnesota Iceman. Gumbaroo. Flying Manta Ray. And Water Aura. So that's our rare. Okay. Nothing good on that one, I don't think. That's another thing too. Once this game gets established, if there's competitive play, some of these cards could be, some of these commons or uncommons, they could be worth a couple bucks. I'm not throwing anything out. May not necessarily be bulk. Okay. Our friend Prismatic. I haven't opened a ton of this, but I've never, ever pulled anything even decent. So, I think I'm due. Right? That might, oh shit, that might be blue right there. I don't want to jinx it. It's probably nothing. I'm sure it's nothing. Hoot Hoot, Amorous, Frou-Frou, Riolu, Sea King, Kieran, Executor, Execute, Black Belt Training. Oh, what is that? I don't know what that is. It might be, maybe? I'm not gonna look. You look. Tell me if it's good. Is it good? Nah. It's okay. Shit. Excuse my language. Crap. That's cool though. That's not nothing. I like that. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't pissed. Disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Okay? Ugh. Okay, hold on. Shake it off. Shake it off. We're good. 3 more. We're going to end with a Metazoo. That's not great for views. Who knows? Maybe this will age well. Maybe Metazoo is going to be the new Pokemon someday. You ever think of that? Yeah. Think of that. The chance is not 0. How about that? Tell me I'm wrong. Rat King. Fireball. I'm not turning my head. Harpy. Veggie Man. Oog Woog. Crisp Cucumber. Pollute the Waters. Sewer Alligator. Are rare. And what the heck is this? We got 3 rares? What is that? It's an uncommon holographic. Okay, that was a weird order. We got 2 rares. Mishipu and Sewer Alligator. That's cool. Love that artwork. How cool of a Pokemon would that be? That almost looks like a Feraligatr mixed with Arcanine? Maybe? I don't know. I like that one. Last Prismatic Evolutions. These came from booster bundles. If you're curious about pull rates, I've only opened 2. And like I said, I pulled nothing. I know people have pulled nothing great from dozens of packs. So I shouldn't be complaining, but I am, because I'm selfish, greedy, and impatient. Bunnery, Professor, Pincer, Black Belt again, Rescue Board, Diplin. Love cheating a little bit. I just want to cheat a little bit. I think that's anything. Area 0, Crispin, Litleo, Whimsicott, Basic Energy. Code card if you want it. Well, damn. They don't call it Traumatic Evolutions for nothing, right? I had to earn that name. It's earning it right now. All right, let's end Fun Friday with a toast to success and a good 2026 in 2 months, and new friends and new beginnings and great hobbies and larger print runs. How about that? And less scalpers. That'd be good too. Cheers. Okay. We're out of wine. We're out of packs. This video's about the Mike the Headless Chicken. Sorry, Mike Joystick. Fox Totem. Big Bird. Water in a Bottle. Fire in a Bottle. Buried in Ice. Very cool elemental theme. Fancy Cape. Colopode. Hatsu again. Cool Rayquaza looking card. I'm a fan. Chimera. Love that. And Aura. Cool. Nice way to end it. Cool art. I dig it. That's all we got, folks. I hope this was fun. We called it Fun Friday for a reason. I wish I had more for us to open. Don't look back here. There's nothing there I'm going to open right now. Maybe later. Definitely not in here. Maybe that. I would open that. Maybe next time. But that's it for now. Because we're out of wine. Or you're out of seltzer. And I'm out of time. It's late. I got to go. I'll be back. Few days. Message me, comment. Let me know if you want to see something. If you have any questions. I'm going to be ramping up the PSA submissions. I'm going to be ramping up the pack opening. We're going to maybe do some live stuff. Maybe. Haven't decided yet. We're going to have fun. We're going to make Pokemon fun again. Not what it's been. No more of this rinse and repeat bullshit. It's going to be fun. We're going to make it fun. So stay tuned. Subscribe if you like having fun. And I'll see you in a few days. Thanks for coming. Good night.